So you want to know what Bucchigiri is like, huh? Well, imagine Aladdin had the personality of Issei, found a roided up genie obsessed with fighting, then gets isekai'd into modern day Japan, then thrown into the hood, tries to find a girl to get his rocks off with, gets beat up for it, and then merges bodies with a roided up genie, throws a punch that's so hard it makes all the dudes hard. That's the short story. I don't know if you understood that. I can try telling you the longer version, but I don't know if it helped you make any more sense of it, but I'll try at least. A long time ago, during the age of samurai, there were people who threw down their swords and devoted their all to learning Honki. While attempting to reach the apex of human capabilities, these individuals were once called Honki people. But our story doesn't take place till hundreds of years later in modern day Japan in the city of Honki. What is the allocation of the budget? Because it sure as hell did not go into the writing. Well, the animators didn't get it either. Bucchigiri is a ride. Everyone buckle up, keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times because we are about to go knuckin' futs. Arajin transfers to, get this, Honki School, which is practically a prison yard. It's graffitied up, students are hosting fighting rings in the middle of the schoolyard, and every single person is affiliated with one of the two gangs. They have ink, they get piercings, they have a couple of screws loose. I mean, our MC got jumped in an arcade for playing an arcade game. He runs away, hides in a shrine, gets an old blicky, tries to line their forehead with lead, accidentally shoots himself, but the bullet is possessed by a Majin, so now he's haunted by a Majin that used to be a Honki person that wants to merge with him and grant him power, except he doesn't want that. He just wants to get laid. But there are hardly any cuties in Honki City except for Maharo, who's a flower in the middle of a battlefield, and Arajin shoots his shot, sticks the landing, and scores a date. But she's got a brother complex and only used him to get her brother's attention. Double her brother Marito is an overprotective brother. Triple he's the leader of a gang, so he proceeds to kick the shit out of him till he desires the Honki power, all in the name of getting laid. Merges with the genie, sends Marito flying. Now Marito's turned on by Arajin, and we have successfully formed a blood-related love triangle. And the cherry on top is the teacher just sneaks off to go to the brothel to see the same woman every time because he thinks he can save her. Pour one out for a fallen soldier. And that's just to name a few of the odd things that happened in just the first episode. Kind of like how it's odd how many of you aren't subscribed yet, so you should go ahead and do that. Please, thank you, smile. But if I really wanted to describe this anime, I would just say imagine Tokyo Revengers, except instead of a chronic crybaby, the main character is Issei from High School DxD.
I don't want to live in a world where Rias has a normal rack. They're such wonderful tits, and I love them. I've never loved anything more. Boobies.
Every move this man makes is in the name of losing his virginity. He literally gets distracted mid-fight because he's looking up some girl's skirt behind his enemy. Then take away all of the plot, replace it with a variety of instances where the MC is just getting rocked in the dome by a fist or drooling over some girls, and there you go, you have Bucchigiri. And honestly, it's kind of weird even comparing these two because everything Tokyo Revengers sucked at, like the main character's lacking ability to do anything, average art and animation, and the whiplash from serious to stupid moments, Bucchigiri excels at. But also, everything Bucchigiri sucks at, like any sort of plot, and the lack of serious moments that are forsaken to make a joke, Tokyo Revengers excels at. They are two sides of the delinquent anime coin, and because of that, they're rated a 7.5 and a 7.9 a Mao, which are basically just a 5 or mid, is what I would say if I was a brainless Dragon Ball fan. Obviously, Bucchigiri is not going for the serious tone here. It's a comedy anime through and through, which is pretty hit or miss, honestly. Some moments I think are pretty funny, like how the stupid inbred love triangle of a virgin boy, brother-obsessed sister, and a musclehead gang leader that rides a mechanical alpaca around everywhere. There's also this guy. He runs around in a kilt every episode and it's never addressed once. It's just a giant kilt-wearing elephant in the room. While some are really stupid, like how Arajin spontaneously has to take a dump at the worst times possible, which can basically be dumped into any part of the script and it just worked. No pun intended. And they use a lot of these kind of jokes and they beat the fuck out of them, just like my horse. Just like my dead horse. So obviously Mappa's not as good at writing as they are animating, and if it wasn't because it was Mappa's animation, I don't know if I'd be watching this still. The fights look really good when they do happen, and the little animations that are paired with the jokes make a lot of the bad jokes on paper a lot more tolerable. So I guess For as many flaws as Bucchigiri has, I would say it has twice as many pros and definitely deserves a watch if you haven't already. And make sure you like, subscribe if you enjoyed my video. Let me know what you thought about Bucchigiri down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.